If you own an NP300 or are looking to buy one, here's 5 things that I guarantee are going to break. I do own an NP300, as you will know if you follow the channel. I've also previously worked for Nissan, so I've seen these issues come up time and time again. This is going to be in no particular order, but you are going to experience probably one of these things, or you probably already have experienced one of these issues. Also, at the end of the video, I'm going to be answering a few questions. I will do this every single video. I'm trying to answer some Q&A. So if you want to ask a question, leave it in the comment section down below and I will answer it in the next video. Number 1, leaks. Now this is a bit generic, but 2 main leak points on your NP300 that you will encounter is the top turbo pipe. This is very, very common. Very, very common. Literally everyone has done it. Every single NP300 will leak from the top turbo at some point. If you don't, if yours has never leaked, then you're lucky, okay? I'm lucky so far, 12,000 Ks, I'm lucky. The second leak is the transfer case output shaft seal. This is the propeller shaft seal that comes off the back of your transfer case. It has a little guard and they pretty much just leak. I don't know why, just the seal is shit and they just leak over time. It also can be caused by lift, because once you lift your car, your propeller shaft angles go like this. But those are the 2 most common leaks on the NP300 to be wary of. I made a full video, so if you want to check that out, click in the top right hand corner. Let's go on to number 2, steering knocks. Okay, now I put this one in. Now this is in no particular order, but this is very, very common, especially with the newer NP300s. I believe the older series didn't really have this issue, but the series 4 onwards does have the steering wheel knocking issue. It's more of a bump when you go, it's like a bump, bump. You can actually feel it through the steering wheel, and it comes from the steering column adjustment shaft. I made a full video on this. Number 3, injector issues. Now, majority of diesels have injector issues because the fuel is bad. Now, I don't know whether it's an issue with the fuel filtration in these cars, or it's something to do with the way that the fuel system is set up. But a lot of the injectors in these YS23s seem to leak, and it is a very common problem. I've seen multiple times where injectors leak. I've spoken about it before, but I've seen on 2 occasions where the injector is leaking so bad that it created a hole in the piston, and usually it's number 2 or 3. Now, it can also be because of a bad fuel, or you don't replace your fuel filter often enough. So if you've got an older series, this could be one of the issues, one of the reasons why your injectors are having issues. Now, they also can be phased wrong, so that's a whole nother realm. I've made several videos on these particular topics, so if you want to check them out, they'll be in the they'll be on the channel. Basically, the injectors can have issues. It's a common rail and they can leak. Okay, so something to be wary of, and you may encounter this issue. Just make sure that you're getting quality fuel from newly built fuel stations is always a better choice. And if you can get a secondary fuel filter installed, then I don't see the problem in it. Water obviously kills injectors, so if you go through water or you don't have the right, whatever it is, water in the fuel is really bad as well. Number 4, DPF and EGR problems. DPF always going to go bad. I mean, every single diesel has a DPF issue. Yeah, Mitsubishis have issues, Nissans have issues. I'm sure Toyota had a massive recall on all their DPFs. So DPFs are always going to cause issues. Now, the main reason why this is going to fuck up in your NP300 is you don't take it for long drives, okay? This car, and pretty much any diesel that has a DPF in it, will need a long drive, and I'm talking 1 hour highway cruise control drive. This is going to allow the car to get up to a certain temperature, and the DPF pressures is going to allow it to burn off the bad soot that it's built up of. So if you're not doing that, then you are going to ruin your DPF, and it may not be covered under warranty, or you just might have to fucking delete that shit. Again, I made a video on DPF and EGRs. EGRs is another one where they more leak. The cooler specifically on these cars leak, and also the EGR butterfly valve can get stuck. This is another common issue with EGRs, where just the carbon and the bullshit builds up with it, in the system. And this is across all diesels, as I've said just before. So that's another common issue. Number 5, turbo / boosting issues. Not as common, don't see it as common. I'm more talking about noises, okay? Turbo noises, whines. Now, I've seen on several occasions with the twin turbo YS variant, which is pretty much all of them, the top turbo will whine from factory. Okay, now this is not normal. So if yours does this, then your top turbo bearing is kaput, or there's something wrong with your top turbo if it's whining. Okay, I've also seen the actuators on these go as well. So you know, the little thing that comes off the boost actuator, they can also fuck up internally. So you'll have no boost and you will go nowhere. The turbos obviously also run solenoids, and they run off vacuums as well, so they also can have potential issues because they're rubber and it's old and you know whatnot, and even the solenoids can go wrong too. So that is 5 things that I guarantee you will encounter problems on the NP300. If you want to participate in the Rating 4-Wheel Drive series, all you need to do is send your pictures of your 4-wheel drive to hume4wheeldrivetv@gmail.com, and I'll feature it on the next episode. All right, so Q&A time. Today we have Jack. What are your 3 dream 4-wheel drives, and what is your favorite camping destination in Australia? All right, so 3 dream 4-wheel drives. Number 1 is a Nissan Patrol GQ TD42 wagon. Obviously it would be a 2-toned color, big lift, camping tourer setup. That would be my number 1 dream car. I will probably do this at some point on the channel in a few years. Maybe we'll see how well the channel goes. Number 2, XJ Cherokee. I had this car, but I destroyed it. It was my fault. I did a whole video on, I think it was the last video, I talked about the XJ story. If you want to check that out, just look on the channel. I would want a facelift model, so better interior, and I would just lift that thing to the moon, and yeah, that would be sick. Number 3 would be a 70 series Toyota Land Cruiser. It would be a wagon variant. I don't know if that's the 76 series, or I can't really remember, but the old V8 twin turbo diesel, yeah, that thing would be fucking mint. They're just a lot of money. So, and I'll probably go khaki color as well. So yeah, those are my 3 dream 4-wheel drives. Maybe one day I'll get one. I really want the GQ, I really want the XJ. The Land Cruiser is just kind of like end game type shit. Yeah, my favorite camping destination in Australia, I haven't really been. I'm actually doing an Australia trip next year with the missus, but all right, so a really good camping spot that I like, especially during the weekdays when there's not a lot going on. School holidays, don't go to this spot, but off school holidays, there's a spot called Burrumbeet, and it's like this giant lake, and you can camp right on the lake, and it's really sick. You can like get your boats and fishing and stuff. So if you want to check that out, it's in Victoria. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. As I said, if you want to get your submissions in for the series I do, Rating 4-Wheel Drives, that was in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Thank you so much for the recent support.